1 year already. Hey, hey. If anyone's joining the stream, I'm just sharing this to a couple places real quick. Alright, gonna get going on a new playthrough here for fun, since it's the 1 year anniversary of SnowRunner. Released last year, 4/28/2020, and now here we are, 4/28/2021. Sorry for those watching, I'm not doing anything. I'm, like I said, just sharing this to a couple more places real quick. And then I'll get going here, start a new playthrough. I'm going to show the bypass on how to unlock a garage without completing any contracts, and then just go around and start unlocking some stuff for fun. I hope everyone is enjoying their week, getting through the work week and all that. Let's get this rolling. I shared this to enough silly places on Facebook. I'm sure you guys either love me or hate me if you see all my posts and shit on Facebook. Ugh, let me get this shirt off. It's nice to be out of work. Smoke a bowl real quick and start a new playthrough. Hey there, WHD Trucking, thanks for joining in the stream. Yeah, Phase 4 was cancelled, wasn't it? Jamie Lethenian, thanks for joining the stream. Oh, from Finland. Greetings, my friend. Hope you're doing well. But yeah, absolutely ready for Phase 4. Cannot wait. But figured why not, with it being the anniversary of SnowRunner, why not start a new playthrough for fun? I haven't done this in a really long time. Take any reason or excuse to start a new playthrough, you know what I mean? Yeah, let's get the ball rolling here on that anniversary stream. Here we go. Back to the beginning. Oh, hey there, Jamie. Yeah, I don't do the streaming too often. And yeah, I still find it weird to have my voice going out on the mic and stuff. But I appreciate the kind words. Yes, very, very much looking forward to hardcore mode. I can't wait to start a new playthrough for that. You're not going to be able to do the trick that I'm going to show folks. If anyone does watch this stream, I'm going to show you how to bypass the tutorial here and not have to do any contracts or anything to unlock a garage. But there will be some changes in the upcoming hard mode that should be coming with Phase 4. Give everyone a great excuse to start a new playthrough if they want to. It's not going to be like a hard mode in the traditional sense where we're used to in MudRunner days, where hard mode would put more restrictions on the vehicles and make the actual gameplay harder. This new hard mode that is coming with Phase 4 is more money restrictions and of the such to make the game just more difficult in a different sense instead of just being more technically difficult. Because realistically, when you really look at the game for what it is, if you're comparing it to MudRunner especially, like the regular game in SnowRunner kind of is a blending of the regular and hard mode from MudRunner. So there really aren't too many things other than making vehicles more brittle and fragile and easier to damage. And there really aren't too many other things they could do to make the actual gameplay too much different and more difficult in a way. So putting a restriction on money and making almost everything cost money is going to be, when you really start to think about it, a really brutal way to make the game more difficult, because you're going to have to make every decision as far as money is concerned. You're going to have to really think through all those decisions as far as that goes. But yeah, on this new playthrough, brand new playthrough here, you'll see as I'm coming up here, this road is blocked before you unlock a garage. And there's a couple easy ways to bypass this. You can just come right around the other side of this building here, or you can take the road up to the left here, then you can just drive right around. You just drive through this fence, and then voila, you're on the other side of the roadblock. Because that is the best part about SnowRunner. You got no real restrictions as far as where you can go for the most part. It's just, can you get there? But even though I've got past that first roadblock, I'm going to have a second one up here by the rock slide further up the wall, or further up the road here. So you will have to do a little bit of more legit off-roading with this base Chevy CK here. So if I continued up the road there, I would hit another roadblock, so you do have to go left here and go past this watchtower. But even with the base Chevy CK, I mean, it can do pretty well off-road. You have to be careful, but it'll get there. You could, so what I'm doing essentially is I'm bypassing the tutorial and going straight to the garage in Smithville Dam. In a nutshell, that's what I'm doing here. You can get to the garage here on Black River. It is a little bit trickier though, because you have to do the massive water crossing up at the north of the map, and that's just a little bit too tricky with the base Chevy CK. So just bypassing those two roadblocks and then coming up through here, and I'm going to be going straight to the tunnel to go to Smithville Dam. And then boom, the garage will be unlocked, and I never completed a single contract task or got any experience. I just went straight to unlocking the garage, and that's a great way to be able to instantly play co-op or do anything you want. Oh, I'm definitely going to play hardcore mode, Jamie, for sure. Absolutely. I only played hardcore mode in MudRunner. Now, like I was saying, like where this new hard mode in SnowRunner isn't necessarily going to be the same thing. So I don't know how much I would use it for like co-op or something like that, or I'm not even really sure how hard mode will be implemented or if it will have an effect in co-op. Those details are a little fuzzy and gray to me, but yeah, we'll see what happens. It'll be a welcome addition. People have been asking for it since the launch of this game a year ago, so it'll be nice a year later to actually get a hard mode. So we'll see. There we go. Coming up on the tunnel here to Smithville Dam, and just started out. I completely bypassed the first contract. Didn't even go to the first watchtower. I'm not going to build the bridge yet, and I'm just cutting straight through here to go to Smithville Dam. Man, it brings back memories driving this old little Chevy CK. It really has been a crazy journey for consoles and just the game in general, but consoles especially, not having mods or anything and having such more restrictive experience than PC. And now we have mods on consoles. Granted, they're more restricted and we have significantly less than on PC, but we have mods on console, so that is a huge win. I was thinking about just using base game vehicles, but not having the upgrades and stuff available, and I'm only level 1. I am just gonna probably use some mods to start here and just maybe go around, get some watchtowers and stuff, and just cruise around Michigan for a little bit. Even the music from the loading screens and going through the tunnels and stuff, it just brings me back, man. So many memories, so many hours in this game. I mean, legitimately, for myself, like, it's been the only game I've been playing for the last year. Like, occasionally I'll throw another game in, but it doesn't stay in my console for long. I just keep coming back to these games, SnowRunner especially, but even MudRunner before. Like, I love the open world free roaming aspect of these games. I can't get enough of it. 46-2. You lost, you son of a bitch, Josh. The first time you come into my stream, you're gonna do me dirty like that? Like, I love you, but I hate you at the same time. But speaking of which, 46-2, we need to play this game because I think you said you got it or you got MudRunner. I can't remember. See, I wasn't even looking at the screen. I was looking at the chat. But here we go. Drove straight through, no tutorial done. Bypassed that completely and discovered the garage here in Smithville Dam. Now I can recover to garage, and the awesome thing about having the garage in not hardcore mode is you can, you know, retain your trucks, but if you have the DLC, and I have all the current DLC available, you then start with the vehicles in your garage. So even though you only start the game with $5,000 in in-game currency, since I own the DLC packs, these trucks with the purple label of DLC are automatically available as soon as you unlock the garage, including the pre-order bonus, the Navstar 5000M. So you can just sell these. Sell all of them, and it puts you up to $400,074,300, and I still have the Chevy CK. But it gives you 400 grand just to start out at the very beginning of the game, and then I can immediately start buying any vehicles that I am at the level at that I can purchase. So I got the M63, the new Mercedes Scout. I got the International Lodestar IHC. And then of course I have the IR FD-69 TTC, and then also the Delta pickup. But I'm going to start out, like I want to use the FD-69 here because I absolutely love this bad boy, but I wanted to cruise around in the Delta pickup to start this new playthrough, because I just absolutely love these Delta pickups here. The new mods coming from Delta Gaming, Iceberg 101 is his name on mod.io. Like, just such a talented mod creator, and is just starting out making mods himself, but is already at damn near the top of the list as far as quality with all the mods that he's been putting out. It is just insane for someone that hasn't been doing it that long. Oh, I thought the snorkels would be locked by level. That's fucking awesome. I like that bumper. And I gotta go with my orange. Orange is my color. If you guys know my streams at all, orange is definitely my color. And I love his touch by having the air fresheners. He's got the Nature Island of Caribbean, but also his Delta air freshener, and I Love Mud and Freedom. But this Delta, I love that touch of having his own logo as an option in there. Sorry, I just get distracted while trying to talk and do this stuff. Oh, I gotta travel to Alaska first to finish the tutorial. I should know that after having played the game so many damn times. Alright, so I'm sorry to make you guys sit there and watch me go through that, but just to finish the tutorial I do have to travel to Alaska here, but I'm not going to force you to go through another loading screen. I'm just going to cruise around Alaska then for a little bit, and then I'll go back to Michigan. Whatever. Oh, hey there, Jan. Thanks for joining in the stream, my dude. Yeah, that is pretty quick, huh? Because you can just bypass going straight through that town in the middle of Black River, and then just go straight to Smithville Dam, and then boom, you got the garage unlocked. You're good to go. You were asking about the Tacoma, Jamie, from Delta. I absolutely love that one, but with the RAM restrictions, the other mods that I currently have activated, I was not able to have that one also. The Tacoma or as he calls it on consoles, the taco, does use a lot of RAM. I mean, more RAM than the Delta pickup here. Like, the Delta pickup actually isn't too bad on the RAM, but also is in that high usage category. So unfortunately for me on PlayStation 4 here, I do have to pick and choose quite a bit of the mods that I currently have activated at a given time, but it could be worse. I'm just happy to have them. Man, it hooked up more there. I thought I was going to drift around. Come on. Get the traction. Just get me across this ice. But, I mean, this Delta pickup handles itself so well. And he's really done a great job fine-tuning it and taking the feedback from the community. Because when it did get released initially, there were some issues with the steering and the body weight, and a somewhat lack of options in a way, some could say. But since the release of this mod, it has evolved quite a bit, and there are so many more visual options and actual useful attachment options, and the handling on it especially has been improved significantly. I mean, it really is just a great Scout. So well rounded, and like all the mods that are from this mod creator, he doesn't make them super overpowered by any means. He tries to tune them more towards the base game experience, because this mod creator, Delta Gaming, he's a console player himself who, when he found out about mods coming to consoles, he took it upon himself to learn how to create mods, and in only a few months has been able to produce some of the best mods on consoles. It's really impressive what Eddie has been able to do with Delta Gaming and all the mods that he's been putting out. And he's got, I believe, 3 or 4 mods on consoles currently, and plenty more on the way. Yeah, the RAM on the new Delta Kenworth will probably be unreal. That'll probably be like the IX Wrecker and some of those other really high RAM usage mods. Yeah, let's grab some. What I should have done was grab the prototype exploration trailer. I don't know why I didn't. Let's see how the Delta does in the mud pit. And if you guys know Alaska, you know what I mean by the mud pit. I mean, it swallows just about every single vehicle. By no means is it just going to walk through here, but I think it should be able to get through it. I don't know if it'll get stopped. I mean, this mud is just so deep and so soupy. I think it's just bottoming out and not having any traction at all. It's slowly getting a little bit, but... And then we gotta just play the game of spider winch all along the edge. Just the deep part of this is just so ridiculous. I mean, it even slows down the giant Kolobs and the big old Azovs and everything. I turned up the speed way too quick at the wrong time there. I thought I was all the way out. There we go. Come on, Delta. You can do it. Yeah, there's a few vehicles that you can just go straight through the center of that with. You can with that new risky mod, the Limes. No, it's who's it? I can't remember who the mod creator is, but that Limes L400. But that is quite literally the most overpowered mod that has been released to date. Like the L400, that new Ford, is just ridiculous. It's really the only way to describe it. It is just so unreal. It's just absurd. But I say that in the best way. Like, it is ridiculous in the best way, and it is absurd in the best way. I was taking it around TMB trails the other night on a stream, and it is by far the best jumping truck that I've driven in this game. Like, the suspension actually allows for a soft landing and riding out a lot of situations. And where it is so overpowered with so many repair points, it is damn near indestructible. Because, like, I'll look right now, like the suspension here on the Delta pickup, you have 150 repair points on the suspension, 200 repair points for the gearbox and engine, and 50 repair points for the fuel tank. And on the friggin' L400, the repair points are 64,000 for those categories I was just reading off. So it is damn near indestructible. Oh man, dug it right into a hole right there, but got lucky. Dear God. But that's what I get for trying to talk and play this game. It's not where I thought it was. I know there's, yeah, there's the upgrade. I thought it was right on that car right there. But yeah, like I was saying, that friggin' L400 is just the most overpowered vehicle mod that has ever been released, but in the best way. It is so much fun. It's got the raised suspension for the Hummer. I mean, it really doesn't matter. I'm not going to keep this gameplay through for any reason. Like, I just did it for the stream, really. Oh, sick. That's awesome. Thanks for letting me know, Jamie. Yeah, I must have just crossed 500 subscribers. That's really exciting. I appreciate anyone that's drop a like and subscribe on any of the videos or on my channel. It means a lot. I truly appreciate it. But yeah, 500 is a big milestone. Really stoked about that. I wish I had more time to play this game and do more streams and do like a regular schedule or stuff like that, but I just simply don't have the time with work and balancing a social life and everything. And then doing all the Facebook updates with the groups and everything, there's just not enough time in the day. Unfortunately, but again, truly appreciate that. Whoever was the 500, sorry, I got tongue-tied there, 500th subscriber, I truly appreciate it, and shout out to that person. Yeah, the big old oil rig. For those that didn't know, the developers, when they added in the new trailers in phases 2 and 3, the trailers that they added are just the super trailers from the base game, just with nothing on it. So if you look at this, you might recognize that the oil rig trailer here is actually the 8-slot trailer that we got for the high saddle. in the DLC in Phase 3. But yeah, that's the 8-slot trailer, but it's actually an oil rig setup from the base game. And then one of the other oil trailers, or no, the construction rig from Michigan. That is the 6-slot heavy wide trailer that we ended up getting, just with nothing on it. Yeah, let's climb up through here. I meant to, like I said, I should have got the exploration unit, but I don't have it unlocked yet. Never mind. This is a brand new playthrough. I wouldn't have been able to get it anyway. I'm so dumb. I have to go to the Kola Peninsula to unlock it before I'd be able to use it on these maps. Because yes, this is a brand new playthrough. But my stupid stoner brain was just like, oh no, I already have it in the trailer store. I love the interior on this Delta pickup here. Like I said, the air freshener with his logo on it, I mean, it's just such a nice touch. You're seeing more and more mod creators start to do that, where like if you've used the Big Moose 3500, a nice touch that I saw that mod creator did is he has, you know, the exterior stickers that you can put on vehicles. He has some stickers that go on the outside of his truck, and it has the branding of his modding logo that you can put on the vehicle. It's just really cool little touches like that that these mod creators are making to their vehicles that really help them stand out. And I mean, Delta Gaming's doing it. If you guys saw his video he put out today of his upcoming Kenworth 99 or W99 mod that'll be coming out in the trailer pack that Delta Gaming is working on, that'll be coming out soon. He has logos on the new Kenworth and everything like that, and will more than likely update his current mods that are on consoles to have features like that as well. I love this little mountain trail just outside the garage on Northport here. I think, in all honesty, Northport is probably my favorite map in Alaska. Like, there's just something about Northport that I enjoy so much more than all the other maps in Alaska. Because I mean, Mountain River's okay, but it's kind of flat. It's not really flat, but it's small. And same with Pedro Bay. Pedro Bay's pretty small, and White Valley's pretty cool, but that's the one that's pretty flat, and it's that weird like rectangle shape compared to a lot of the other maps in the game. But yeah, I mean, White Valley's cool, but Northport here in Alaska really is the most well-rounded map, I would have to say. The most well-rounded map in Alaska. I really enjoy it. I keep coming back to it. It's the one I free roam on the most, like when I just want to take a vehicle out and just cruise around or something. If I'm gonna go do a snow region that isn't the hell that is the Kola Peninsula, being Lake Covid and Amandra, I'll come here to Alaska and usually just crawl around here in Northport because it's the biggest Alaska map, and it has the most mountains and the best trails, and so on and so forth. Heyo. Getting a little squirrely. Getting a little squirrely. Yeah, I mean, this trail's right off to the left of the garage here in Northport, and then just snakes up through the mountain there, and it comes out right at the service site where you get the oversized trailer, and it's just such a fun little trail to go through here. But then also this, I should have climbed up onto a little ridge line here with this little mountain range, and it's just so fun to crawl around on with scouts and stuff. Absolutely love it. Let's jump in the Invalid Redneck. Let's change it up. Use a different vehicle. I'm definitely going to use this M63. This little scout is so awesome. Damn it, I need to level up. I need to go get upgrades. What can I get for tires? Anything decent? Well, I can get the full mud tires. Let's see how it'll handle just with limited everything. Since I'm kind of handicapped with I can't even put the roof rack on it. I mean, it is a great little scout. I was really surprised to see this go live on consoles, because I mean, you show this to anyone and they'll tell you it's a little Mercedes, but I mean, it really just shows what can actually make it to consoles now, because a lot of the mods that we have on consoles, the high quality ones, are actual replicas of real world vehicles, are pretty damn close to it, but all they did was take the badging off and change the name, and voila, we got them on consoles. So yes, even though they aren't exact and they don't have the badging and they're not named the right thing, that is a little bit annoying, but hey, we got them on consoles and that's really all that matters. I mean, you can see with this thing, even without the upgraded engines and just the stock gearbox, like, it's a pretty decent little off-road vehicle. I took this around TMB trails and it's an impressive little rig. It's only all-wheel drive, it doesn't have all-time diff lock, but it is a great little crawler. I mean, it's just plowing through the snow right now. But what I need to do is I need to go back to Michigan and I need to get the SnowRunner gearbox, because can't play this game without the damn SnowRunner gearbox. I need those low gears. I'm just going to cruise around in this just a little more, and then I'll jump back over there and grab that. It's not too far away from the garage in Black River, but I'll have to go. I haven't even discovered the garage yet in Black River. I'm going to have to go to Smithville Dam and then travel back through to Black River. So I do apologize in advance. That's 2 loading screens I'll have to go through pretty quick, but whatever. Well, we're just gonna do that now then, since I found myself a deep spot. I'll use that again once I get the SnowRunner gearbox unlocked and everything. See if I can do it by memory, find out where the Oh, hey, UK Gamer. What's up, dude? Thanks for joining the stream. Hope you're doing well. Man, I was zoned out. I wasn't even looking at the chat. Alright. Let's mix it up, and I'm going to use the Invalid Redneck FD-69 TTC. I'm going to go unlock the garage in Black River, and then I will get the SnowRunner gearbox, and fucking get to where I can actually feel like myself in this game. If you guys have not seen the FD-69, this is probably one of my favorite scout mods, hands down. It surprisingly does not use a lot of RAM, which is really impressive. It makes me really happy that this is something that I can pair with a lot of the high RAM usage mods and have no real issues with activating it. Like the M63 and the Delta pickup are both mods that use significantly more RAM than this. Like I can pair this with almost any other set of mods, which is really awesome because it's a mod that almost everyone wants to use whenever I'm trying to do co-op, and it's always a mod that I want to use as far as a scout, because I mean it just speaks for itself. It's just so beautiful, so well made, but the performance and the experience driving it is what really sells it. But it really truly is like one of the best looking mods, best performing mods. It doesn't use the most amount of RAM, so it's a win under every single category you can imagine as far as mods go. So yeah, the FD-69 TTC from the mod creator TNB Invalid Redneck. Highly recommend everything from Invalid Redneck. He's one of the best out there with the mods. Yeah, I mean, whenever we... Hey, Ian, thanks for joining the stream, dude. Happy to see you in here. Yeah, Phase 4. I mean, it would have been really awesome if the developers were able to pull that off and get it to release today. That would have been really cool, being on the 1-year anniversary and everything, but it makes sense that it's a little bit more delayed. I've been telling folks in the Facebook groups and whatnot, like my idea is kind of like maybe mid-May, just to give them time to really work out all the kinks and everything to make sure that the game is stable when that content is released. But I mean, they really don't give us any more information than what they make for adjustments as far as tweaks and changes in the PC test server. But that being said, the PTS has gone through, I believe, 9 updates so far, and that is generally about the most that any phase has gone through before they get released to the public. I would expect Phase 4 to release sometime soon after this, but it's really hard to say because technically, according to the developers, it is the largest expansion that they've ever released. So it may take more time in the testing process, but it's really just all up to the developers and when they want to release it. Hopefully it is by the end of this week, like Jan was suggesting up in the comments there. A lot of folks were hoping for it around this 1-year anniversary, so if we could get it tomorrow or the next day, I think people would be just as happy. I mean, everyone just wants it at this point. Being in the testing servers and the community having grown to the point where it is, people have been sharing the testing process a lot more on YouTube and in the Facebook groups and everything, so everyone knows what's coming, so we just want to get our hands on it at this point. So it's going to be really exciting when we actually do get our hands on it. Then we'll have all 4 phases of the season pass, and we'll see if we get another separate paid DLC with this phase. We did not get one with Phase 3, which was a little bit weird, but we'll see what happens. There are 3 other trucks listed not under the season pass, being the new CAT CT681, and then a new International HX520, and then I believe it's, yeah, GMC 8000 Brigadier. So it'll be 3 other full-size trucks for moving, full cargo moving trucks, you know, just like the Western Star 49X, like on that level of full-size vehicle. Those are all listed in the data mining as separate DLC, not included in the season pass. So more than likely they'll either be a free DLC that they put out, or they could be a just separate paid DLC, similar to like the Western Star 49X and the Chevy Apache that we got with phases 1 and 2. Alright, so we just gotta get to the garage, which is all the way over here. I still find it really weird, honestly, that we did not get a separate DLC with Phase 3 the same way that we did with Phase 1 and 2, because, I mean, everything seemed to be pointing that way and suggesting that that would be what we get. Let's get the watchtower over here, fuck it. So we didn't get a separate DLC with Phase 3, which was honestly really weird in my opinion. Like, I really fully expected that. Because the CAT CT-681 that has been listed was in the data mining before Phase 3 release, so everyone was thinking that that would be released with Phase 3 as the separate DLC, but it just never came to be. But now apparently that CAT CT-681 and the new International Paystar HX520, those two mods are, those two mod trucks are supposedly in a pack together. So the separate DLC pack will be the CAT CT681 and the International Paystar HX520. Those will be together, and then the new GMC 8000 Brigadier will be a truck by itself in a separate DLC. But the cool thing with the GMC is that that will be a truck that comes with 3 individual trials built into it, or have to be, like, the truck will be built into those specific trials or something like that. At least that's what the data mining has been saying, so take this all with a grain of salt. The data mining is all found from the game code and sourced from the game code, but is also not official until it's announced by the developers. If you guys are in any of the Facebook groups with me, you know I share all kinds of stuff, news and updates, and my own gaming experience and videos and stuff like that, and screenshots. So I apologize if you guys hate me because I share so much, but it's all for the love of the game. But if you've seen any of my posts from in these Facebook groups, I try to break down these data mining threads and useful information whenever it comes up, and try and share it with the community, and just do breakdowns and updates with the console mods and everything like that, just to keep everyone informed and up to date with like actual accurate information as far as what the developers are releasing. So I appreciate anyone that's been supportive in those groups, and hope I've been helpful in some way to y'all. And if you guys ever want me to shut up, just tell me. Always open to feedback and criticism. But I swear, everything I'm trying to do is just be helpful and make sure that these games are successful and people can enjoy them to the most that they absolutely can. Because that's what I'm doing. Like, I just love these games so much. Like, I wasn't kidding in the post I made earlier about how this game has just been such a great evolution, but the simple fact that I've basically been like legitimately addicted to it, and like it's the only game I really just want to play. Anytime I even think about playing a video game. It's like, well, I'm going to play SnowRunner. Why? Because I want to play SnowRunner. It's just, it tickles that weird part of my nerd brain, just with the open world free roaming and everything. Like, it's really what I love about games. Like, I always grew up playing like the God of War games, and like Fallout, and GTA, and all those type of games, and just love them for the open world free roaming aspects. And this is just and I was also a big fan of driving games on top of all that. But now this is like all those type of games combined into one. Like, I got so excited when I found out, drove right up on that stump not even knowing. I got so excited when I was into MudRunner and found out about SnowRunner coming out, and then learning that it was almost turning it more to almost like a slight like RPG type game in a way, where it's just open world free roaming and you're doing tasks and missions and stuff, and it's a driving game. So instead of it being like Skyrim and you're driving around, or running around with a sword and shield and doing magic and slaying dragons and ghouls and trolls and everything, it's just the same thing, but it's a driving game. And I think that's why I love it so much, because I mean, before this I basically only played Skyrim over and over and just would start different playthroughs and play through Skyrim constantly. And now I just do the same thing, but it's a driving game in a way. Like, granted, it's absolutely not a true RPG by any way of the imagination, but at the same time it's close enough to an RPG. I mean, it's kind of an RPG in a way, but it's also not. I don't know. But it's just why I've really fell in love with this. Because I can legitimately just do what I'm doing now, where I've just been driving around for close to an hour now, and I haven't done a single contract or a single task. I mean, if you guys watch any of my streams, there's hardly any of my streams where I actually do contracts or anything. Like, I did a dedicated stream to doing some logging, but that's just because I wanted to try that feature out. But almost all my streams are just me driving around and screwing around and just free roaming. Because that's truly why I love these games. Just open world, drive around, do whatever you want. It's like all the fun parts of GTA that I really enjoyed without having to like be a gangster and like be killing people and shit. It would be truly amazing, and a lot of people have suggested it and wanted it, is to be able to get out of the vehicles and walk around. Like, if they really made it into a true RPG, where you could drive around, get out of your vehicle, pick another vehicle, get out of your vehicle, climb into the other one, and turn it into like a full RPG type GTA in a way. Like, oh my goodness. Get out of your vehicle to attach your trailers, like to climb onto the back of your truck and operate like the logging crane and crap like that. Like, God, that would be so cool. But eventually, these games already are pushing the limit of what they can do on this generation of consoles, being back here on PlayStation 4. So, like, we gotta just enjoy what we got. The game is still basically an indie game. This is only the third game in the quote-unquote franchise, but really it's the first game built from the ground up by these developers, because these developers bought the game MudRunner and then rebuilt it from PC and ported it over to consoles, and then this is the first game that they built of it being all their own. So it's just really is basically one step removed from an indie game, which is really impressive in my opinion, what they've been able to do with that. Because if anyone has actually played MudRunner, you know that this game is 100 times more in-depth and expansive than MudRunner, if not even more than 100 times more expansive and in-depth than MudRunner. Hey Chris, Cyanide Sex, thanks for joining in the stream, my dude. Gary Morgan, thanks for joining in the stream, hope you're doing well. Trina83, thanks for joining in the stream. It's, yeah, kind of like that. A streamlined RPG in a way. Yeah, ride as co-passenger in co-op. That'd be awesome. In like a spectator mode, that'd be a lot of fun, Chris. I love that idea because you could just join in and help your buddy out, and if they were able to incorporate like aspects of getting out of the vehicle and like running around and doing crap like that, they could incorporate a feature where you have to do a job, but it's a two-man job, but you only have one vehicle, so you have to do the passenger co-pilot thing. And then you show up and like one person has to drive the vehicle, then the other person has to like go over to where the trailer is and or do other crazy crap like that. Like there's endless possibilities with this game. And I saw some people suggesting earlier today that there wouldn't be a sequel to this or something like that because the game is so terrible or something like that, but it's like there's just so much misguided like just automatic hate for some reason from a lot of people for these games. And realistically, if you've actually been paying attention and know the history, like this game has just been exploding. Like the popularity of it is almost tenfold since the MudRunner days. Like the amount of copies of this game that they've been able to sell and the fan base has just grown exponentially like since launch. It's insane. Like I would, in my opinion, a sequel to this is virtually guaranteed, and if anything, they're going to be making many more of these games in the future, which gets me really excited. Or at least I don't know if that's just me being hopeful, but I'm just reading the terrain and what it seems like for me. Like, it seems like these games are very successful, in my opinion, and I think we're going to be playing these games for a long time. The possibilities really are endless. And if anything proves that, it's mods, because now that we're getting all the player-created mods and the different ideas and different maps and different settings, different types of terrain, then you take vehicle mods into account and all the different vehicles and setups and different things that different people come up with, like it just makes the possibilities for everything endless. Come over here and get the SnowRunner gearbox. Heyo. There it is. I saw the indicator pop up, but I wasn't actually on it. Oh, yeah, there we go. That's the scout vehicle. SnowRunner gearbox. Oh, shit. Oh, come on. I didn't think I was... That's the trouble. I keep trying to put the fucking camera angle as something that looks fun, but I can't really see where I'm going. And then I drive into stuff all the time. Come on, come on. I kind of want to mix it up and go into like a mod map or something. 'Cause, I mean, these base game maps are fun. They're fun. But just mod maps are so much more fun. What if I haven't even tried it in a while. Can I get across this without building the bridge? Let's do that with the Delta. Yeah, she's chugging along, no problem. Who's a good Delta? That's a good pickup. know what? Let's mix it up and go to a different map. Let's we got all the options. Why don't we go to the Yukon? I haven't been in the Yukon in forever. Sorry again to make you folks sit through a loading screen. But yeah, I just started up a brand new playthrough for the 1-year anniversary here. Said fuck it, why not? Let's just start a new playthrough and just drive around the base game maps and everything just to celebrate the game for what it is. I mean, console mods are awesome and everything, and yes, I'm driving mod vehicles, but figure celebrate the developers and the stuff they created for us. Like I was just saying, I want to go to a mod map, but let's just go around all the base game maps and DLC and just cruise around and have some fun. I'm gonna get back in the FD-69 here. I mean, I absolutely love this scout. And honestly, these maps in the Yukon are, in my opinion, probably the best maps produced by the developers so far. But let's go grab one of the first watchtowers nearby. Ah, crap, I should have got... I still haven't unlocked the damn... oh, what is it? The prototype exploration trailer. Because, I mean, that is my #1 favorite thing to use to go around and unlock stuff. Like, I almost hardly even unlock watchtowers anymore. Because I just go around and I use the prototype exploration unit. And, I still don't have it unlocked because I'm doing a brand new playthrough here, so I'm very limited in what I can use. So I'll have to go get the watchtower old school. But I'm just such a big fan of that prototype exploration unit for just unlocking stuff quickly. As far as the map, unlocking the map and everything. Come on! Oh, I was gonna say it's gonna stall out, isn't it? But we got the quick winch. Get her going again. It's like nothing ever happened. Yeah, I damaged the engine pretty good, but she'll make it through. This little mud pit right here is unreal. You really want to stay on the edge. You never want to drive through the middle of it. I don't know why I just did. Just because I'm trying to read the chat while playing the damn game. Yeah, these maps here in Canada, the Yukon, like they just present the best trailing, the best everything that the developers have created as far as a map goes. Just everything about these maps is just fantastic, and the fact that they blend snow and regular terrain together is just such a great touch. I honestly wish they had more maps like that that blended snow and mud and everything together. Like, just make it a full immersive experience. I was hoping that that would be what we got with, shit, I gotta take it right here. I was hoping that'd be what we got with Phase 4, and it would make sense, but I believe all 4 maps are supposed to be snow, which is kind of disappointing, but oh well. We're getting 4 maps, and that's really all that matters. This This thing is such a damn beast, it's ridiculous. I love driving this thing in low gear and climbing over stuff and just watching the suspension articulate. I'm a huge nerd for that shit. There we go, get the first watchtower here in the Yukon. Driving the FD-69 TTC. One of my buddies that I play with regularly on co-op, apparently he knows the owner of this vehicle and was really impressed with the modeling on it because he's like, it's basically the exact thing. Repair my engine here. I friggin' destroyed it when I was swimming through the river there. There's the one thing that's a little bit of a hindrance on this vehicle is the snorkel being low, just having a low everything. Low wheelbase, low frame, everything. Let's do a little jump here at the bottom of the ice chute. Whoa, we went sideways. We're backwards, we're upside down. That was a fail. Dear God, I don't even know what happened. So here I thought I'd roll through, have a nice little jump. I forgot how icy that shit was. Oh shit, that's another one. This mud pit. This mud pit is no joke. You do not want to drive through the middle of this one. I mean, you can see I came to basically a complete stop as soon as I fucking entered this thing. Oh. I remember my first time playing through on these maps. I was so impressed. Because, I mean, just the kid in me always has to find the mountain and then climb to the top of it. And I just was endlessly having fun on these maps as soon as they were released, and just there's just so many areas to climb around and just mess around, and especially in co-op, just climbing around with my friends and exploring the maps, and oh god, so many good times. I think that's why I like these maps more than any other maps as far as the base game and DLC goes. Like, I just absolutely love the Yukon. Wisconsin is really, really fun too. It has its own things that I really like about it. But I'll always love the Yukon probably the most. I do really like Lake Covid and Amandra and everything, and I do really like those maps for what they are, but they aren't nearly as fun as this. They're fun in their own way. I mean, they're brutal. I mean, Lake Covid and Amandra are fucking brutal. But they get a little boring with the deep snow and everything. Like this map and Big Salmon Lake, or Big Salmon River, whatever the fuck it is. These two maps here in the Yukon are definitely probably my two favorite maps from the developers by far. Just always have to point the camera away from the edge of the map where it just cuts off. I mean, that's kind of glaring and hard to miss. Those massive line, just ridge drop off. But yeah. There's got to be a watchtower nearby. Yeah, I was just taking the scenic route. Yeah, we'll go down here and grab this watchtower. Did I drive past it? I went around it? Oh, it's way behind me. That's how stoned I am right now. Got out of work and smoked a bunch of weed, and I've been hitting the pen. Now I'm too stoned for life right now. Ooh. Yeah, dude, the FD-69, she's a beast. It's not the fastest scout by any means, but if you're looking for crawling and just getting around most terrain with almost no real resistance and just a really fun experience, like, this is my #1 mod I would suggest that every single person have. Again, it doesn't use a lot of console mod RAM, so you can pair it with almost any setup. It uses not too much RAM. It doesn't have too many options, but you don't need the options. Like, it's just perfect the way it is. Basically, you just get to pick a different set of tires, and that's about it. Then a couple cosmetic options. You can put the toolbox in the rear winch on it, and you get like 1,000 repair points and fuel and all that, but that's about it. Blew out the suspension. Now I get the super flex. Look at the flex, bro! Look at that suspension, bro! Isn't that dope? Sorry. I had to. There we go. Had to get some liquids in me. I had the dry mouth from the marijuana. Let's repair this. Because like I said, it has a toolbox that has 1,000 repair points on it. So you can keep driving it forever. It doesn't use a lot of fuel. And it has 1,000 fuel. So then you can just keep refueling yourself. You can just drive this thing endlessly. The only thing it can't do is attach a trailer, which is understandable. It's a pure crawler. I wouldn't expect something like this to be able to attach a trailer, but there would be, there are, not there would be, there are people that will complain and say they would never use this for that simple fact that this thing doesn't tow a trailer. And to those people I say, good day. If if that's how you feel, more power to you, don't use it. It always blows my mind how some people are just so ridiculous about the way their experience has to be, and if their experience isn't perfect, then they're just gonna delete the game, where this game is bullshit. Whoa, shit. Had the camera angle all messed up. Oh, right into the tree. Okay, I'll take it. I didn't roll, so whatever. I thought I already got this one. Oh my god. So, when I set the waypoint for this watchtower, I never cleared this point, so that's why I drove back here. Oh god. Like I said, the beer and the marijuana has gotten to me. And I just drove all that way back across this map for no goddamn reason. But like I said, it's whatever. This isn't a game playthrough that I really care about, so I'm just driving around for fun. But that is hilarious. I apologize for making you guys sit through that. Oh. But those are the kind of mistakes you can make in this game, and they hurt a little bit more than they would in other games, because that is 5 to 10 minutes that I just wasted, on top of if I then wanted to drive to where I wanted to go initially, that's still another 10-15 minutes on top of that. Just like my favorite games like Skyrim and Assassin's Creed and everything, like, this game is a time suck. Like, it takes a long time to do anything in this game, especially when you make mistakes like I just did. But luckily I'm not doing anything, I'm just driving around and having fun, so it's not really a mistake in a way, it's just something to laugh at. Oh well, let's climb through this way. Man, the FD-69 is just so at home here in the Yukon. Just handles this terrain so well. I'm still kind of shocked that we actually got this mod on consoles. I think that might be one reason I use it so much. I'm just so happy that we actually have it. There was so much speculation before this mod got released. Like, it was one of the #1 mods that people were asking to come to consoles when console mods were even discussed as being a thing before they were actually live. And originally, the creator, Invalid Redneck, wasn't going to bring it to consoles because of the restrictions and everything. But he did say if he had a positive experience with getting a mod on consoles and seeing how the restrictions were, he would then make a console-friendly version. And he was a man of his word, and he did that. He got a mod on consoles and had a good experience, And since then, he's then made console-friendly versions of a lot of his popular mods, and now we have them on consoles, and we're just going to be getting more and more here in the future. And he's even become a conduit for the mod creator that got banned, Exo Froggy. A lot of people, when console mods first got released, were using almost exclusively all the mods that were available on consoles from Frog. Just simply for the fact that they were the most highly detailed and best mods on consoles when console mods first went live. But not getting into all the details, Frog got himself banned from mod.io, and now he isn't able to upload mods himself, but TMB, Invalid Redneck, has been uploading the mods for him, and has been getting them onto consoles. So far he's only got 1 or 2 so far re-uploaded for Frog so far, but he does have like another 3 or 4 that are uploaded to mod.io and just waiting approval from the developers on top of the mods that he has himself. So there's another like 6 or 7 mods ready to go for consoles from Invalid Redneck that are simply just awaiting console mod approval from the developers. If you guys follow my Facebook page at all, this past weekend I was just really bored and really stoned, and went through and did a bunch of previews of a bunch of different mods that are all quote-unquote console mod friendly. Because there are a lot of posts in the Facebook groups of people asking, you know, what mods are coming to consoles? You know, will this come to consoles? And wanting to know what will come. And unfortunately, there is no list, technically, that we can go to other than mod.io itself. But there is no list of upcoming mods. All you can do is actually, honestly, just do the homework for yourself. And you have to go to mod.io and check to see if the mod creator has submitted the mod for approval. If there is an actual list, I haven't seen it myself, or seen a link similar to the ones that I posted in the Facebook groups. Like there's the console mod the console mod selected list that I've seen that shows us all the current mods that are available on console, and I've seen the console mod recheck list, which is the list of mods that are in have been updated by their creator and are awaiting re-approval. But I honestly have not seen a list of mods that are currently just awaiting approval, but we'll see what happens. Oh, hey there, the B Gamer BB. Thanks for joining in the stream, my dude. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for joining in the stream. Just celebrating the 1-year anniversary of SnowRunner here, cruising around. If I recognize your name, I believe you might be the creator of the, or part of the creation with the L400, that new mod that got released on consoles. But I'm a little bit too stoned to know what I'm really talking about right now. Oh, Jamie saying there's like 140 mods waiting approval, and that sounds about right. I mean, just with the way that there's been such a flood of mods coming to consoles, it seems like more and more mod creators have been jumping on the train of making their mods actually compatible with consoles, and it's just been on the developers to approve them and test them. But unfortunately, they can only do so much at a given time, however you want to phrase it. I believe the word on the street is that they will be slowing down the release of mods to consoles and having to do more and more testing, supposedly. So people might see less mods coming to consoles, but also at the same time, the last few weeks we've been getting quite a few new mods released on consoles. so it's really hard to say. Oh, sweet. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so it says, yes, Limes borrowed some of my wheels for that, and I just released 2 of my own mods, both yesterday and today. Yes, BB, so I believe I saw that on mod.io. You made a console mod friendly. It's like it's a mud truck, essentially. It's like a, what was it? I can't remember the name. I can look on my phone. I have it screenshotted. I was going to do on my Facebook page a breakdown preview of it. I know I have it. The beat, there it is. I found it on my phone here. I'm trying to look at my phone while playing the game with one hand. The B350 diesel mega mud truck for console friendly, and it's created by the BB Gamer BBYT. So yeah, that's you, my friend. Thanks for joining the stream. But I noticed that earlier today on mod.io that got uploaded, and you got console friendly in the title, which will obviously get people's attention. And a couple people did actually post that in our Facebook group saying this thing is uploaded to mod.io, and they were asking if it was actually available. And I had to explain to them how the approval process works and everything. So I really hope that that gets through the approval process. That looks like a great addition to the console mod browser. And it actually, to me, looks like something that the creators might actually fast track. So I would not be surprised if that ends up on consoles sooner than we all expect. Because they did the same thing with the new mod from Delta Gaming, the Taco, the D&D Taco Pro, was uploaded to mod.io and submitted for approval, and ended up making it to consoles very quickly. Delta Gaming himself was actually really surprised, he told me, with how quickly it made it onto consoles. And I was surprised myself, seeing how it was only uploaded to mod.io so recently before it was approved. So I honestly would not be surprised if we saw the B250 mega mud, diesel mega mud truck from our friend here in the chat, BB Gamer, sooner rather than later. Especially now that we got the Lime L400 on consoles. I'm spinning the tires over here. Oh yeah, James, I am. Yeah. I got this new dab pen from our dispensary, and the thing works, I'm not gonna lie. It works really well. Oh no, I can't go through the tunnel across the ice here. No, that tunnel's gonna be blocked. That's the blocked tunnel. Shit! I need to go to the other one. If I want to unlock Big Salmon Peak, I gotta go through the other way. Luckily, I think I'm light enough to make it over the breakable ice here. I don't have ice tires, so I need to make it through here. Come on, come on. I don't have studded tires, so if I get screwed over or fall through the ice, I'm done. I think I'm good. I think I'm good. Yeah, alright. Made it across the ice lake. Sick. Yeah, I forgot that, again, like I said, I started a brand new playthrough, so that, I was going towards the tunnel back there, but I remembered that one is the one that's locked on the other side, so I have to go to the other tunnel. Actually, isn't there a watchtower near here? Yeah, I'll get this watchtower before I go through the tunnel. This map I'm currently on is Flooded Foothills. It's the first map from the Yukon DLC, Phase 2 DLC. Oh, take care, Gary Morgan. Thank you for hanging out, my dude. I really appreciate you stopping by. Appreciate everyone that's hung out on the stream. Hope you're all doing well, enjoying your work week. It's funny, there was a small part of me that wanted to take the day off and just play this game all day, but, you know, you gotta pay the bills, and had to be an adult, and, you know, obviously had to go to work, but honestly was just thinking about coming home and playing this game all day. Okay, it's right up there. I just gotta climb the ridge right here. There we go. Hit the watchtower. Hey there, John's Garage. Thanks for joining the stream. Oh, you ragging on B Gamer there? Okay. Alright, let's head down here. I'm gonna grab this watchtower, and then I'll come back up here and I'm gonna go over and unlock the garage in Big Salmon Peak. Heyo. But this map really does impress me. Like I was saying earlier, I'm sorry if you guys were in the stream earlier, but I'll say it again. As far as the maps from the developers, like these maps here in the Yukon, really, in my opinion, are the best maps that the developers have created. I love all the base game maps and everything, but they each kind of like, in their own way, do something cool and unique. But it really feels like these maps here in the Yukon in Phase 2 were the maps where the developers just took everything and put it all together. Being the only maps that we have that are really snow and mud all built together, and then having every type of feature that they built and put into the game and made it into one thing. The Wisconsin maps, they're all maps that are built, you know, just in regular terrain. There's no snow and whatnot. And then, you know, Phase 1 was Amandra and the Lake COVID, and those are all snow. But these maps here in Canada are, you know, a little bit of everything. You've got snow, you got mud, you got everything. So in my opinion, that's why these are definitely the best maps they've made so far. Grab this watchtower. Alright, got this watchtower. I'll go run through the tunnel and unlock the other garage in the Yukon. I mean, you can see why I love this thing. It's just such a great little scout. I mean, it's on... I guess people could definitely put this in the category of being overpowered, in a way, but at the same time, too, it isn't. I mean, it is, but it isn't. Alright, you take care, Jan. Thanks for stopping by, my dude. Hope you enjoy your day. Definitely enjoy yourself playing the game. I'll see you in the group chat for the admins, my man. Oh, hey, thanks for hanging out, B Gamer. Thanks for dropping a sub. Really appreciate that. Yeah, it's crazy how far the game has come now that we have all the DLC out, or we're about to have all the DLC out, and how much the game has changed and evolved just from being released about a year ago. It's crazy that it's already been a year. But I mean, the game has evolved so fucking much over 1 year. It's insane. Even if you just look at the game purely by the base game aspects and the DLC, there are so many options, it's ridiculous. But then if you look at mods on top of that, it just turns it into experience that is endless and just so replayable. I could do that. Yeah, I can use the CT300. I'll have to back out to the main menu and change my mod setup, but I can do that. I've been thinking about swapping up the mods anyway. I gotta take a little bathroom break, so yeah, I'm gonna swap to the main menu. I'm gonna change up my mods and load a different map. I'll use the CT300 and something else, and we'll go from there. Apologize for the delay in action. Ooh. But while I'm backed out, I'll show you guys what I can activate in the mod browser here. So currently in that session, playing the base game maps, I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 9. I had 9. I had 12 mods activated here on PlayStation 4 Pro. But I'm going to take off the Delta, take off the MG, take this off. I'm going to take basically everything off. And so up the L400. Yeah. And I'll load it up on the TMB trails, because I mean that is just the quintessential map that you always have to have activated. I turned on Lime's L400 also, so I can have some fun jumping around on the sand dunes. There we go. I'll load this map. It's gonna delete some stuff and we'll get going. And I'll be right back. Oh wow, this loading screen is taking forever. And as I say it, it loads. Haha. So this was the end of a stream the other night. I had all these vehicles out here on TMB trails, and I just launched all of them off the hill climb. This is the carnage leftover wreckage, I guess you could say, of everything. But these, the Lime L400, just fully upgraded, is just so ridiculous. It always finds a way back up onto its wheels. It's hilarious. Turn it to daylight. Let's have some fun here out on TMB trails. Oh, I mean, you can see I've been thrashing this thing around, and just normally the suspension would be toast, but if you can see it down in the bottom left corner, the suspension and the engine, the gearbox, all have 64 fucking thousand repair points. So it makes this thing almost indestructible, so you can send it off jumps like this and have no consequence. It's kind of silly, and the definition of quote-unquote overpowered, but it's a different type of fun. I mean, you know it going into it, and you just take advantage of it. You do silly stuff like I'm doing. And you can actually thrash vehicles around and have no consequences in a way, other than the body of it getting all torn up and beat up. Goes up this hill climb so fast, it's so silly. I love that they have a repair and refuel station at the top of this hill climb. That's the best. Now, I can already tell you this is not going to work, but it's one of my favorite things to do on this map. You just stop at the top of the hill climb, put it in neutral and roll in, and that's why those other vehicles are up there. But this one, where the suspension is so soft, it always digs into the ground right here. Oh, it actually made it. Haha, actually made it that time. Normally the suspension makes it dig into the ground and then it doesn't even make it off the jump. But doing that hill climb and then launching vehicles off of it has become one of my favorite things to do on this map, I'm not gonna lie. But this new sand dune area, I really can't explain it. Like, I can just drive around here over and over for hours, just for no reason, just having fun. Oh god. But, I mean, the physics in this game really don't lend itself to big jumps and everything. But this vehicle itself has the best suspension for attempting, in a way, to do these big jumps. But if you're not landing just right, it's just gonna thrash you around and just completely do weird, crazy things like you've been seeing it doing. I will say this Lime L400